Okay, if you're a sales rep in the B2B beauty world, you know this feeling. I mean, you've got this game-changing tech, these incredible cosmetics, but your prospect is just done. They are completely exhausted. So today, we're not just going to talk about that wall of rejection, we're going to show you how to tear it down and turn it into your single greatest sales opportunity. You've heard this 100 times, right? I want you to picture Marie. She owns a lovely beauty institute in Paris. It's Thursday afternoon, and you're the third rep to walk in this week. The others were pitching radio frequency machines, cryolipolysis equipment. She looks at you, she lets out this big sigh, and then delivers that line. And just like that, curtain falls. The show's over. Or is it? You see, what you're hearing isn't really a no to you or your amazing product. It's actually something way deeper. So let's decode what's really happening when a prospect throws up that wall. And this right here gets to the heart of it all. It's called decision fatigue. What you're facing isn't personal rejection. It's a symptom. These spa directors and clinic owners are literally drowning in choices, and their brain's natural defense mechanism is to just shut down and say no to anything and everything new. 23. I want you to let that number sink in. That is the average number of sales calls a salon manager gets every single week. 23 times, someone is trying to sell them something. It's not a conversation at that point. It's an assault of information, and you're just the latest soldier in that army.
So just imagine this. You walk into Stephanie's high-end aesthetic clinic. Before you even open your mouth to say hello, she's already fielded a call about new microneedling devices, she's deleted an email for some exclusive professional serums, and she's turned away a surprise visit from someone hawking pressotherapy gear. The noise is just deafening. How are you supposed to cut through that?
Well, knowing all this, there is one approach, one very common opening line that is absolutely guaranteed to kill the sale before it even has a chance to breathe. It's the mistake most reps make, and trust me, it's fatal. So here it is. The most important thing you can do is just stop, right now. I'm serious. Permanently delete "I have a revolutionary solution" or "our product will transform your institute" from your script. The second you say that, your prospect mentally hangs up on you. They've heard it all before, and you know what? They simply don't believe you. All right, so what's the alternative? We have to pivot. And we're going to draw on some brilliant insights from sales expert Loic Chenot. We're going to make a huge shift away from pitching products and moving towards building pure relationships. The difference in the approach here is like night and day. I mean, look at this. Instead of an empty promise they've heard a dozen times, you deliver a statement that is so disarming, it completely flips the dynamic. Just so you know, I have absolutely nothing to sell you today.
The psychology behind this is so simple, but so powerful. Think about Laura, who manages a busy hair removal center. When she hears, "I have nothing to sell you," what happens? Her guard instantly comes down. You've broken the pattern. You're no longer a threat, you're suddenly a potential partner.
So, what do you say next? Well, you replace your product pitch with a really quick 5-minute intro to your company and your expertise. It could be something like this. Beauty Tech Solutions has been supporting about 180 beauty institutes in the PACA region for the last 12 years, helping them optimize their aesthetic equipment. You see? You're talking experience, territory, clients, not product specs. And this is the key takeaway. This is the whole thing, right here. You are not a walking, talking data sheet for a machine. You are a sector expert. You're a consultant, a valuable resource. Your goal is to establish your credibility, not to push a product down their throat. And please, whatever you do, avoid the mistake that Thomas from Tech Beauty Pro made. After getting a no, he sent 4 follow-up emails loaded with technical specs for his cryotherapy device. The result? The beauty center blacklisted his entire company's domain, and then they signed with a competitor 2 months later. After a no, the sales push stops, period. Okay, so you've disarmed them, you've established your credibility. What now? Now we shift into the next phase, a collaborative diagnosis of their business. This isn't a pitch, this is a partnership. So the goal now is to get them talking about their business, not your product. You ask these questions that just open them up, like, what are the 2 or 3 activities that take up most of your time? Or my favorite, if you had a magic wand for your client experience, what's the one thing you would change? These questions change everything. It's not a sales pitch anymore, it's a problem-solving session. You're not talking at them, you're finally listening. Let me tell you about Julie from Eek Beauté. She was meeting with Florence, who runs 3 successful slimming centers. Instead of jumping in and talking about cavitation machines, Julie just asked, "What's your main challenge with long-term client loyalty?" And Florence opened right up.
She said, "My clients often stop their program after 6 sessions. They just don't see results fast enough." And boom, right there. That's the real pain point. And here is your immediate action plan. You have to do this within 30 minutes of that meeting. First, you write down the exact words the prospect used. Julie wrote down program interrupted and fast results. Second, you identify their single biggest challenge. And third, you propose a follow-up meeting specifically to solve that problem, not to sell them your machine. Okay, now for the final and maybe the most powerful piece of this whole strategy. This is about turning every single interaction, even the ones that don't lead to a sale, into a powerful networking opportunity. This is the long game. Just remember this. A prospect who is impressed with your approach, your expertise, your listening skills, your genuine interest in their business, they will become an ambassador for you. They might not buy today, but they will remember you. And even better, they will talk about you. So at the end of every single conversation, you ask one of these questions. It's not pushy. You're simply asking them to connect you with other people who might benefit from your expertise. You are leveraging the relationship you just spent time building to expand your entire network. And here's how you make this a virtuous cycle. It's simple. You give before you get. In your follow-up email, offer them something valuable, like the contact info for a great training partner you mentioned in your chat. Then, and only then, you can gently remind them that you're open to any introductions they might think of. It becomes a relationship based on reciprocity. So let's just end with this thought. That objection you used to absolutely dread hearing, "I don't have time for reps," it's no longer a wall. It's a filter. It weeds out all the transactional, product-pushing salespeople, and it leaves a wide open door for the one person who shows up as an expert, ready to listen. That objection? It just became your single greatest competitive advantage.